Hello guys, good morning. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to launch a multi-restaurant system like Chowdeck, Glovo, Food Court, Hey Food, etc. So if you've seen any of these websites, any of these platforms where you can order food online, so this is exactly the kind of website I'll be showing you how to set up today. Okay, so in case you would want to launch something like this for yourself and earn commissions, so this is exactly for you. If you want to make money online, launching your own restaurant food ordering website, then I would advise you watch this video to the end. But before I get started, please, I would advise that before you get in touch for any script, it is best you get your domain and your hosting. Your domain and your hosting is very important. Okay, for you to host any application, you will need it because I'm making this announcement so that you wouldn't just get a script and you start asking, you start telling me that you do not have, you start telling me that I didn't tell you about having a domain and the hosting people that. So I do not need to tell you that. You need to know that you need a domain and your hosting because there was this incident that happened yesterday. Okay, someone got a script, a bulk email sender from me, and I wanted to help him install it. Then I asked him for his cPanel details so I can help him set it up. Then he started saying some kind of shit. I was like, how do you expect to run this application if you don't have your domain and your hosting? Even in all my videos, I let you know that you need a domain and a hosting. So how do you expect to launch an application without a domain and a hosting? So please take note of this. Take note of this. Before you launch any application, you will need a domain and a hosting for it. So that is it. Now this is what we would want to set up. This is a food ordering platform. Okay, just like Chowdeck, Glovo, Food Court. Like you've ordered food online. Most of you must have ordered. Most of you have ordered food online, so you know how it works. So you can get something like this for yourself. If you want something lucrative, something profitable, you can launch it and get restaurants to can launch this and get restaurants to register, add their food, and people can order. So it has all the options, and you can earn commissions. You can earn either fixed commission or percentage. So from every order, every services, every order that is happening online. So this is it. So I won't waste much time in this video because I'm sure that a lot of you understand how a platform like this function. Okay, so I'll go straight to the video. The first thing, like I always say, is making sure you get your domain and your hosting. It is very important. You can't launch any application without having your domain and your hosting. So please, before you get any script or once you get a script, you need a domain and a hosting. Okay, so now I believe you have your domain and your hosting. Now go to the cPanel. This is your cPanel and this is how it should look. The first thing you need to do is to create a database, and to create a database you need to scroll down to the database option here. So you click on MySQL database wizard. Very simple. So if you know how to do this, please skip the video to okay. If you know how to install, I think the best thing for you to do is to send me a message to get the script. If you don't know how to do this, if this is your first time watching my video, if this is your first time and you don't know how to set up an application, so this is how to do it. Just click on this MySQL database wizard. You can get a domain and a hosting from Hostinger. You can get it from Namecheap, so or any other reliable hosting company. Okay, that is what you need: a valid domain and a hosting. So once you get it, like Hostinger uses hPanel and not cPanel. So the setup is entirely different from this one. This is general cPanel. So that is it. You click on this MySQL database wizard, then you give it a name, you give your database a name. You can give it demo. You can give it demo, then you click on next step. So I'm not supposed to do this. I really don't like doing this, but just for the sake of newcomers. Then you click on demo again, then you give it a password. Type in a password that suits you, something that you can remember. Okay, so once you are done, you click on create new user. You get the option to give it a privilege. Check all the options, then give it a privilege and click on next. That is it. Automatically it will generate your username and your password, something like this. This is what you should see at the end of the day. Copy it. So let me go back to get the list of the database, or to see the database that you have created. You go back to your cPanel, and you go down to my SQL databases. So this is where you get your databases. Okay, so this is the database that I will be using. So all I will do is just copy this. So you go back, then you click on phpMyAdmin. So like I said, you create a database and give it privileges, give it all the privileges. So once you give it all the privileges, if you want to see the list of databases you have created, you go to MySQL databases. Okay, so that is it. Now once you are done with that, you come back to the cPanel option, then you click on my phpMyAdmin. So you should open in another tab. Okay, so that is it. This is the first thing that you do. Now the second thing that you do, I'm saying this if you've gotten your domain and the hosting, and you've gotten the script, this food ordering restaurant script. So if you've gotten that, now you go to file manager. After opening your phpMyAdmin, you go to file manager. You go to file manager, then you locate, let me close this. Then you locate the domain. Normally this is your root, this is called root folder. Okay, this is where you install your script. You click on, if it is a new domain, if you are installing it in the root folder, then this is it. Just click public HTML, then you click on upload. Normally here should be empty, so you click on upload and locate the file in your system. But if you are installing it in a subdomain, just like I will be installing this in a subdomain, you click, you click on the subdomain. Probably you must have created it, so if you are using a subdomain, you should be able to know how to create a subdomain. So that is it. So once you have opened it, you click on upload. Now if you upload the script that you got from me, it should be this way. You should see this install option and the documentation PDF. Now the first thing that you need to do is to extract it. Once you've gotten it, extract it, then you will see the install zip, which is what you will upload. So once you upload this install zip, then you go to your you go back to your phpMyAdmin. This is the locate the database that you are installing this to. Then you go to import, click on import. Okay, now this option of choose file, you choose the file. Now once you have extracted this on your system, you should see this Karenderia. Okay, this is the SQL file. This is what you will be importing. Okay, make sure that you import this before you start anything else, please. Then you import this Karenderia SQL, then you click on import. So it will import the databases, the tables, and everything that you need. That is after you must have uploaded this install.zip and extracted it. I've uploaded this and I have extracted it. Okay, so that is it. Now we wait for this to import. Okay, it's done importing. Now all you have to do is you go to your go to your domain where you want to install it. This is my subdomain. So once I reload this is what I should see. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'll go back to my file. I'm going back to my file manager, then you click on these settings, then you click on show hidden files. Okay, now the next thing you need to do, I don't even think you need that. You don't need that, so let me take it back. You don't need it. We are not using the .env file. So this k/config.php, you right click and edit. You open it. Now this is where you are going to put in your domain and your database details. So you go back to the database, you uploaded the SQL file. This is it, the database. This is the name. So I'm going to copy this name right here. Then I'll go to this config. You see database name inside this bracket. I'm going to paste it. Database user, I'll paste it. Then the database password. You put in your database password, and once you put it in, you click on save. So I'm going to put in my database password and click on save. Okay, so once you've done that, then you are good to go. Now we'll go to the auto installation option. So I'm going to go back to my domain and reload it. Now I have pointed this to the domain. Okay, so once you reload it, it should display properly. If you are getting an error, that means the database credentials that you put in is not correct. So you need to go back and make sure that everything is correct. You go back to the k/config.php to make sure that your database corresponds with what you have created. So if you are getting this, you are in order, but we are not done yet. Now the next thing that you are going to do is to click on the link, /back office, okay, /install. That is it. Now you see, so you need to make sure that all these are checked, they are correctly checked. You are running on PHP 8.3. I think this is my version of PHP. Okay, so the database connection, these extensions are enabled. Then you click on continue. So now automatically it's going to import the SQL file. Now one of the things that is going to import here is the admin details. Okay, because you've already uploaded the SQL file, but there is no admin detail. So if you don't do this, you won't be able to log in. Okay, so we are going to click on import SQL. Now you put in your admin account details. That's the importance of this installation. Okay, you click on this thing. I'm going to super admin email address. I'm going to input the contact number. Okay, then the username, I'll be using the same username with this. Then the password, I'm going to put in my password. Then I click on install. So everything is in order. Now I'm going to visit the back office, which we open in another tab. So I'm going to click on putting the username I use. Now I'm using my email address here, so you can use anything like something that is not an email address. Okay. So that is it. Now we are logged in. Okay. So This is it. This is it. So we can view the website here. Let me open it. You can view our website. You see how it is exactly. So all we need to do is to activate the necessary things so that the restaurants that will be signing up, once they sign up and they start adding their menus, their food dishes, whatever, then it will display here. So we need to do the necessary setup first, which is very important. So we go back to the admin dashboard, and the first thing that you need to do is to click on the site configuration. Click on this, then you can give it a name. Now the default name is Karenderia, then you can just give it whatever with restaurant. Just giving it this management, business address, Nigeria, depending on where you are running this platform. Then I'm going to give it, you can put your address if you have enough space. It's not that necessary. Then your email address, you can create an email address in your cPanel, so you have the option there. So I'm saving this. Okay, I might not necessarily go into all these details because it will make this video very long. So these things are self-explanatory. All I have to do is to go through them one after the other, but I will try my best to cover the major ones. So now the next thing is map API keys. Now this map API key is very important, especially if you want it to auto detect people's locations, those that customers locations, customers that would want to be ordering food. If you want it to auto detect their location, just like here, as you can see, enter your street and house address. I can just enter my name, enter Lagos or my location, and click on search. Automatically it will ask for my location to give permission for it to detect my location, and it can know how to it detects my location, and it can get the restaurants that are closer to me. You understand how this works, right? So that's the use of this map API key. Okay, so there is an option, Mapbox or Google Maps. So you put your Google Map API key here, then the JavaScript. Now to get this has a documentation. Let me open this. So let me go back to this. This is documentation that is coming with, so you can always get this. So it gives you direction. You can get to know how to get your Google Map API key. Now you need to visit this link. As you can see, to get your Google Map API keys, you need to visit the Google Developers Console. So just click this and following these instructions, go back. You need to open this in another tab. So you go to Google Development, Google Console, Google Developers Console, create an API key, and then you create Google the geocoding API key, then the Google Map JavaScript API key. If you are using Mapbox, then you need to put in your Mapbox here, your Mapbox API key and access token. Then once you are done, you click on save. Very important. Okay, so it is there on the documentation, which is coming with this script. So I won't go into detail with that. Now this is Google reCAPTCHA. This is the Google reCAPTCHA page. So in case of bot or irrelevant bot registration, so you need to put this to get your Google reCAPTCHA page. Is very easy. You can just type in on Google Google reCAPTCHA to just copy this and paste it on Google. Then it show you how to do that. Then you can now, once you get the capture site key, you paste it here, the secret key, you paste it here. That's important. Then you enable it for registrations and for merchant login. Okay, so that is it. You click on save. Now the next thing is the search mode. Now we have state specific country, maximum of 5 country. I think I should put this to all country. Then enable detect address. Yes, you need to detect people's address, but before you do this, make sure that you've already put in the correct map API keys, a valid map API keys, before this will work. Okay, so you click on save. Okay, let me talk about this. Now you see this default distance unit. How do you want the distance to be calculated? Is it in miles or in kilometers? So you can change this. Now that is it. Then the next thing is fee management. The delivery service, how do you want to charge the delivery? Is it fixed or percentage? You can choose percentage. I'll be using percentage for this. The dining, the pickup, the takeout, so I'll be using the percentage option. Then I'll save. Okay, that is then the login and sign up. Do you want a complete sign up form, or you just want an easier one? Phone number, they put in their phone number, then sign up. Then do you want the sign up to be verified? Do you want them to get a verification email or a phone number email? So if you are using just phone number, you need to make sure that the SMS option is enabled. Okay, so that is very important. Now, do you want to allow guest checkout? Okay, so the login method, how do you want them to log in? Do you want them to log in using username and password, or using an OTP? So if you are using OTP, like I said, you need to make sure that your SMS option is enabled, because if not, it won't work. So you can go through this, enable the Google reCAPTCHA on registration. If you are using Google reCAPTCHA and you added it, if you want to enable it on registrations, you enable this. So that is it. So you can take your time, go through these other ones. Now, I won't be going much into all this. So you can take your time to go through all these. Okay, take your time to go through all these. So they are easy. Just go there. Whatever you don't understand, you go back to documentation. But as long as you know how to read and write, you should be able to get this. At least for someone who would want to run a platform like this, you should be able to understand how to set this, everything like this. So now you see, then now the next thing for you to do, very important, is to now this is where you set your SMS. Okay, the SMS provider, if you want to be sending OTP. So these are the SMS providers. We have Twilio, which is very popular. We have Nexmo, Click-Cartel, SMS Global. So whichever one that their rates are comfortable to you, you just click on. Let me say you are using Twilio. You can use more than one. Okay, so you enable Twilio, then you click on this, put in your keys that you'll be getting from Twilio. Okay, your sender ID, account SID, and the authentication key. So once you put in these valid Twilio details, then SMS, people can get SMS. So that is it. You click on save. You can even make it a default one. So that is it. Now the next thing is the notification settings, because it's very important for users to be getting notification. Okay, you click on notification here. Email provider, that's what you choose. Now there are lots of email option. You have the elastic email, MailJet, SendGrid, SMTP. So I'll be using SMTP. Then I will enable this, and you need to set it up. Okay, now the SMTP email that I'll be using is if you're using a subdomain, please use create an email for that subdomain and use it so that the emails will send, else the emails might not send. That app.elvistech.com.ng. The sender name you can just put in your site name. Then the SMTP host. If you are using Namecheap, all you have to do is go to your cPanel and you click on this, just this, okay, your server web hosting that is it. So the host, the SMTP port is 465, then the username is still your email. Okay, then you change it from TLS to SSL. You set it as default if you want to be using SMTP as the default email sender. So you put in your password here. So once you put in your password, then you click on save my password, then you click on save. Else, if you don't set any of these, if you don't set any email, users won't get email notification, you won't get email notification. So that is it. That's the essence of this. So that is it. Now the next important thing here is now the website. If you want to customize the website, you can click on theme and click on customize. So you can customize the menu layout and the site layout. So you can enable the front step and all this. So once you setting, this is the menu layout, the company, the service, the categories. So you can add more menu here, just custom link, then you add it, then you save. So that is it. Then the next thing is the payment option, very important. Now this is your payment option. You click on all payments. So it has different payment options. It has pay on delivery, bank transfer, Pago, there is Pay, Stripe, PayPal. You can also add this credit card, this cash on delivery. You can add as many payment gateways as you want, manual payment gateways. Just click on add new, then you put in the payment details. Now you need to indicate, do you want this payment option, do you want people to be able to make online payments with this payment method? Is it available for payouts, paying restaurants owners? Then is it available for the plans? So you can indicate what you want to use each payment method for. Okay, now this is membership option. This is where you put in your plan list so that the restaurant owners can choose a particular plan for themselves, any plan that will suit them. There is no plan, so you can add new plan, give it a name, demo plan, type in anything, then the pricing, let me see, $50 per month, or daily, weekly, annually. You can create monthly and annual plans, item limits, the number of items they can post. So you can make it 10. The order limit they can receive, you can make it 50. The trial period, if you want, okay, pay $50 for a month, but you get a free 7-day trial. Once the trial expires, then they will need to pay before they'll be able to do anything else. So that's it. So I'm not putting any trial period. Then the packages are available: POS, point of sale, loyalty program, mobile app, the coupon creation, no mobile app, coupon creation, self-delivery, self-reservation, payment processing, customer chat, marketing tools, customer feedback. So just publish. Click on this to publish. So we have a plan now. Okay, let me check plan list again. So this is the plan that we have now. Okay, so you can create as many plans as you want. Now this is where you see a list of all your merchants. Okay, so we don't have any because we've not created. Then this is where you get list of all your orders. This is the account, the transactions, this is the earnings. So you can go through each of these other things here. Okay, now this is the mobile merchant, the settings. Now you can generate an API key, the settings, push notification, the pages. So that is that. The kitchen app, the settings. So you can set the kitchen app here. You can set this thing, the API key. You can generate an API key for this. Let me check this third party app, real-time application. Real-time application, the pusher. So these options are if you are running the app version of this. Okay, so this is the WhatsApp configuration for the apps. You can enable WhatsApp, then business ID, phone number ID, token ID. So to set this up, you check the documentation for this. Okay, so I think I've shown you the basic things, the more important things that you need to set up, especially if you're running the web version of this. If you're running the web version of this, then I've shown you most of the things. Then every other thing you can do that, you can check it yourself and set it up. You can check it and set it up. So if you need a comprehensive setup of this, you can also get in touch with me on WhatsApp. Okay, so I can help you with the setup, I can help you with the installation. That is it, guys. So I wish this video was enough. So if you have any question, always feel free to get in touch. You can drop a comment, you can send me a message on WhatsApp. I'm always active and I can always take your questions. So if you want to get this script, send me a message on WhatsApp. If you are watching from YouTube, you can drop a comment. Okay, so that is it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah.